Hey there, this is Michael Blue, co-founder and CEO of EventHub. I'm very excited to have a moment to talk with Susie Wirtz from the West Suburban Chamber. She's one of our newer customers, and they're using our virtual expo platform for their event this year. Hi, Susie, how are you?
Great. How are you doing? Thanks for having me.
Doing really well. Thanks very much. First off, I'd love to learn a little bit more about your chamber.
Yes. So we are the West Suburban Chamber of Commerce and Industry. We're the Cook County suburbs of Chicago. We are a regional chamber, which means we cover about 8 communities. We have about 375 business members in 67 zip codes.
Wow,
So
that's awesome.
pretty big, pretty widespread. Sometimes a challenge to get events going, but
Yeah,
it's
that's
good.
fantastic. That has to make you one of the biggest chambers in the Chicagoland area, right?
We are, yeah, I would say the biggest regional. There's some some of the chambers are large for an individual area.
Got it. That's great. Okay, so tell me, first of all, what is the name of your event? And then what, in a pre-COVID world, what does that event normally look like?
Yeah. So it's the Regional Health and Wellness Fest. It's our 5th year. When it first started, it was the Regional Health, Wellness, and Safety Fest, since we thought that would include a lot more vendors and open it up to different industries. And we kind of kept shortening the name. So now it was going to be the Health and Wellness Fest, and now it's the Virtual Health and Wellness Fest. So pre-COVID, what it looked like was we were in a large athletic facility, as a matter of fact, because it's very local here, very geographically desirable for our attendees and our vendors. We were looking at about 40 to 50 vendors, and it's a free event. So we had close to 500 attendees every year come through from the region that we technically serve, and just reaching far out across the Chicagoland area.
And then now that you're going to virtual, what's the difference in terms of both your ambitions and some of the programming aspects?
Well, I'll tell you, when we first knew that this was not going to be able to be a live in-person event, we were nervous and very pessimistic. Didn't know that we could hold it, yet this is a revenue generating event for our chamber. We get sponsors, and the vendors pay booth fees, obviously. So we were scared, nervous, didn't know if we could do it. And then I saw EventHub, and I thought, I think we can pull this off.
So I guess if I may, what about EventHub gave you the confidence to say, you know what, this is something that's feasible. We can do this virtually and be successful.
Yeah, well, first of all, I reached out right away. The words virtual vendor village just hit right away. I thought, this is exactly what we need. We need a virtual vendor village. And so I called, or I probably emailed or called immediately, and you guys got back to us right away. I had a sales call within a week. It was exciting to learn all about the capabilities that EventHub has, and the platform itself has really everything that we would need in an in-person setting, but in a virtual platform.
Got it. And shout out to Jacob for getting back to you quickly and communicating this stuff. That's awesome.
Yeah, I would double that shout out, because he, not only that, but was ready with questions, sent me things after we signed up to do it, sent me examples of other fairs and festivals that were going on that we might be interested in seeing.
That's awesome. Good job, Jacob. So one of the things that I'm really excited to ask you about is, what was the reaction to your key stakeholders and how they responded to the virtual aspect?
Well, as you know or may not know, Chambers of Commerce are a nonprofit, and we have a board of directors, essentially my boss. And for this particular event, we have a committee of about 10 people. So it did have to go through a number of channels and stakeholders to receive approval and get the excitement going. The committee, once I laid out for them what Jacob and EventHub had given me as far as the capabilities and what it could do and what it was going to look like. And the other feature that really sold us was that it was not going to be that difficult for our vendors to build their booths. And so once I laid that out for the committee, they were really excited. And then we kind of just told the board, this is what we're going to go do. We got our first 3 top level sponsors within a matter of weeks.
Oh, that's fantastic.
So they were right on board and super excited. And then we got another one that I didn't expect to come in after we secured the platform.
Oh, that's fantastic.
Yeah.
I always love to hear about how the sponsors are reacting to the virtual aspect as well, because there's a lot of folks that are still trying to figure out how exactly to pitch virtual sponsorships. Any nuggets that you want to share with people that are trying to sell sponsorships for virtual events that you were successful with?
Yeah. Well, we just kind of set for us, particularly because our fest would have been quite almost a limited attendee base. We kind of said, hey, this is a health and wellness fest. If your company wants to be a sponsor or a vendor, there's no limit to the number of attendees that could visit your booth, buy your products, look at your services, find out the information that you provide. So we kind of pitched it as a, unlimited. In fact, one of my marketing lines was, time is limited, but space is not this year. So
yeah, that makes a ton of sense. Okay,
Yeah.
2 more questions. The first is, post-COVID world, do you see yourself staying with EventHub? Do you find that the virtual aspect and also our sponsorship marketplace are still things that are going to be attractive to your organization?
Yeah, I think, with COVID, we've now realized that while we do a lot of in-person meetings, and I'm excited to return to them for many events, I think we host a number of events that either could stand alone as a virtual or could be complemented with a virtual opportunity in addition to the in-person.
So Susie, when you dug into the program, how did you find it in terms of ease of use?
Very easy. And we did, we wanted to make it easy for our vendors and our members. So I built our booth first and was able to add video and, descriptions and all kinds of things really quickly, really easily. You can add your social media handles, website. It was point and click, drag and click and drag, very easy.
Awesome. Okay, so to learn more about EventHub, those of you watching that don't know us can go to eventhub.net. But most importantly, Susie, where can people go to learn more about your awesome event and then about your chamber as well?
Yeah. So our event is Monday, September 28th from 6:30 to 8:30 p.m. And you can log on to our website, wscci.org, and we will have a banner scrolling across the top where you can click to get right into the event.
Fantastic. And where can people find you on social media?
We are on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, LinkedIn, and YouTube.
You're everywhere. That's fantastic.
Yeah,
well,
it's been
it's been such a pleasure meeting you. Thank you so much for taking time to chat.
Thank you, Michael. Have a great day.
Bye.
Bye.